What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Oh man, BGS, Jesus! Shout out to excuse me, BGS Immore for the extended version of what many of us have been covering for the past week or so. Oh man, it got worse. It got worse, y'all. It was worse than what we thought, but they are who we thought they were. Man. So I'm not going to focus so much on Randy Rosario here. I'm not going to focus on the other light skinned tatted sister with the short hair, but that one that was sitting on the end to the right. Oh my God. Hey, let Mr. Z give the warning and the disclaimer that I give often here. Shout out to all you men who see how she sounds. You see how she thinks. You see how she tried to get at Anton. You see, she's one of those talky talk broads that never shut the hell up, and you think you're gonna do something with that, huh? Shout out to all you brothers, but she's cute, she's attractive, and she doesn't have an off button. Shout out to all you men, whoever she's with right now, who's piping her down. You piping her down, but you can't get her to pipe down. Pathetic. Chicks like this should be left out there and tell us love is love. Love is love, Z. She should be out there bumping vaginas with another woman or be out there with the white boys. Huh? She should be out there telling us love is love because no black man would touch her with a 10-foot pole and definitely not with their pole. Goddamn, Z. Huh? Dear black, to all the brothers under the age of 30 that listen to Z, Mr. Z doesn't want y'all to hate black women. Understand? I don't even necessarily want y'all to necessarily always look at them suspiciously, because then you start delving a little too close to the anti-blackness. But be very clear, particularly in intimate relationship with black women, there are a number of black women who think just like this young lady. They think just like her. They do whatever they want. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care how good of a man you are. None of that stopped them from doing whatever they want.
I'm out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
Huh? Dear young black men, this is not for you to necessarily be antagonistic towards black women, but this is for you to see the signs. This talky talk broad, every time Anton said something, she had something to say. She never took a step back. She always had something to say. She ain't take a step back. She doubled down. She ain't back down. She doubled down. Oh boy, huh? She just kept on going. And what this really is, and BGS said it accurately, and whoever said that in the comments on his live said it accurately. Anton was hurting their feelings. Number one. Number two, her response for everything was to defend her past. This lady is telling you, as y'all are saying in the comments, she's a man eater, right? This is about her defending her and other women who move and operate like her, who think like her. Exactly, Vince. She's a man eater. Exactly. And she's a man eater who's wrapped up in a pretty package. And so some of y'all will go over there and she gonna take your head clear off your shoulders. Huh? And there's no meriting your way through that, Dr. Umar Johnson, Steve Harvey. Huh? chick want to do whatever she wants. And she looks at men, she looks at black men like, what?
They are ants, Michael. They are ants.
Huh? You are just a tool. You are an ant that she will use and then discard. And you have no authority whatsoever over her at all.
You will respect my authority.
Right? Say that again, Cartman, because I don't think they heard you.
You will respect my authority.
Huh? That listening to that, Mr. Z, couldn't make it in reckless streams. Don't put it in the comments. Don't put it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Right? Listening to what she was saying, listening to the back and forth. This is a person who's never wrong. They are never wrong. Right? Like the clip that BGS played earlier with Randy Rosario's, admitting that, the way she speaks to her stepson, she had to take a step back, and and good on her for that, and realize that that's not his demeanor. You can't hit him with that hood energy. He's non-confrontational. Okay. The light-skinned woman on the end, oh no. Keep going. There was a clip that we were playing a couple years ago, and if somebody could send me that, please and thank you. I want to say she might have been Latina. She was a lighter skinned woman, maybe Latina, maybe she was a black woman. She gave me northeastern vibes, but she was saying she don't care. Oh, she don't care how long y'all been together. If she's ready to go, she's gonna go. And like essentially, she said, "F them kids." And it looked like she was laying down when she was recording herself saying it, right? And like that's what this lady gives Zeta vibes of. She told you the previous whatever dude she was with, the child of her, or excuse me, the father of her children, or her child, he's successful. She's successful. But it didn't matter if you notice she always had a retort for what Anton was saying. And it wasn't a thought out retort. It wasn't a thoughtful retort. It wasn't, no pun intended. It was none of that. It was just like you say A, I say B. You say C, I say D. It don't matter. Right? And she tell you she can't even count the bodies. Bro, this is a street queen. Huh? This is a street queen. Y'all need to leave that lady where she at. Send her back to the manufacturer. Dear, if Mr. Z had the type of power to do this, I would. It would just be certain women on planet Earth that no black man did anything for. We ain't touch him. We ain't do nothing to him. We ain't talk to him. Ain't no conversation. Ain't nothing. We don't flirt with him. We don't hold the door open for him. Just leave them out there for the white guys and for other women. Your libido ain't nothing going on. Ain't no boners. Ain't nothing when you see her. Nothing. Homegirl like this should be persona non grata, like the reverse of a wanted poster. Huh? Jesus Christ. Just one of these talky talk broads. Right? Dear black men, we have to have some discipline. I know we already are. I already see that birth rate in the black community. I already see that, we have less children than black women do by a margin, right? But these talky talk broads, even the cute ones, even the light skinned ones, even the slim, thick, dark skinned ones with the bubble butt, that's our weakness too. They never want to talk about the fact that that's our weakness also. Huh? I get it. She cute and whatever. She got a she got a wide mouth. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I see that wide mouth too. I see y'all. Huh? even her. As a matter of fact, especially her. The attractive ones are the ones y'all supposed to especially be disciplined with. Leave them out here for the white guys. Leave them out here for the Latinos. Leave them out here for Princella and other black women. Let her be like, love is love, and you can't help who you love, and that's why I'm over here with another woman, or I've dated nothing but white guys since college or since high school because the black guys they didn't really seem to like me that much. Yeah, because you sound like this, you asshole. Y'all know Mr. Z don't call women yitches. I don't have to. Call them what they are. They're assholes. They're little mean, snarky, sassy, entitled assholes. And if they're attractive enough, the only thing men want to do is smash and toss, right? That's all anybody want to do. Pogo stick up and down their esophagus. Huh? And then after you're done with that, huh? If they're attractive enough. What can any whatever man is with her, bruh, and shout out to Rosario and shout out to Anton, because y'all know what y'all did with putting this lady on the stage. Jesus Christ. If the whole thing was to rage bait people, you did it. You got it. Y'all won that. But to the brother, whoever's dealing with her, bro, even if this is a whole act, she over here giving Oscar-worthy performances, and she not like this in real life. Bro, the fact that she's even talking like this. Let's say all of this is she putting on. You realize that even if she's acting, you realize this is a character of hers. Huh? This is a character of hers. Do you realize that you're putting your life in this woman's hands? Your future. God forbid you get her pregnant. Your child's future, you're putting it in this woman's hands. Huh? Oh man. Apps and Trail says piss poor character. Trail in the dumpster. Dumpster juice character. And Saint Cyr says assholes with egos through the roof. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm listening and every once in a while I'm able to look and see the images on the screen, and I'm listening. I'm like, oh my God. If y'all listen, Rosario's trying to be funny. Is she funny? Hit or miss. The other lighter skin, short hair, y'all watch this. But this, I don't know if she might be worse than Keita Rose. She and this is the only first time Mr. Z even heard of this lady. I don't even know her name, which is apropos as hell. Huh? She might be worse. She might be worse than Keita Rose. Huh? Saint Cyr says, insane hubris, Z. I'm telling you, obviously, I agree with you. Clearly, huh? I wanted to come to y'all with rehashing or reviewing something I reviewed earlier. Was that early last year or late the year before? We'll go with no. I do think it was late 2023. And but now that you know Mr. Z knows how to operate StreamYards a little bit better, I want to review something. Especially we have a bunch of new subscribers. I want to review something that I reviewed last year and kind of give a slightly different take. But after BGS's stream, Mr. Z was like, "Oh no, we got to cover this. Oh, we got to cover this, huh?" Because we got to infinite. That's why I put as my title was continuing. Because we got to continue with what BGS was covering. Shout out to BGS. This lady don't got an off button, and there's some man trying. Well, not even trying to pipe. There's some man piping. When they say not every hero wears a cape. Well, you are. Hey man, shout out to whoever you are. It's funny because women speak about men like who the hell is giving him vagina, huh? As if men don't think about women attractive and not attractive, heavy set, slim, dark skin, light skin, educated, not educated, high class, low class. You think we don't also think more often than you probably? Who the hell is D'ing her down, huh? And Dell says, exactly. Excuse me, y'all. And Dell says, I'm so glad we have social media. It's proof to the world that black men are not the problem. You listen to this lady speak, and you realize it's all about winning, right? For her. It's all about protecting her ego, protecting the ego of other women who see men the way she sees men, right? And for those of y'all that put the super chat, excuse me, I did not forget about y'all. But for all the women who see men the way she sees men,
They are ants, Michael. They are ants.
huh? She's about protecting their ego. And recall, and it's all about that empowerment language, huh? You hear the way she's speaking. It's excuse me. It's all about that empowerment language, and she essentially said it. Do what you want. There is no, you know, that's what Mr. Z says. Best practices. There's a formula to this, and it's not a guarantee. There's not a guarantee that when you walk out your door tomorrow, you'll be struck by lightning, huh? There's no guarantees in life except for death, but there are best practices. And the women go about not engaging in best practices or getting little bumps in the road, no pun intended, here and there as you traverse through life, and they go full on doomer nihilistic. Shout out to everyone who keeps on speaking like the men are doomers in a vacuum. The men are nihilistic. Listen to the women. This is attractive black women who told you just do what you want. It don't matter. Huh? There's no formula to this. There's no guarantees. Yeah, there's no guarantees. You're an adult. Huh? She said the same thing that Gabrielle Union just said a few weeks ago. There's no prize at the end. There's no winner. There's no yawn. You want to know? So Gabrielle Union is a darker skinned black woman who's married to one of the most famous NBA players in NBA history. Gabrielle Union, an actress, famous in her own right, attractive, darker skinned black woman, tells younger black women the same thing that this lighter skinned black woman says to black women. These are their elders, y'all. You want to know why black young women act the way they do. These are their elders. Tell them ain't no formula to this. Ain't no winning. Ain't no victory. There ain't no trophy. Just do what you want to do. Just live life. Meanwhile, whether conservative or progressive in the black manosphere, we're telling the young men, hey, ain't no guarantees. Grow up. But there are best practices. There are things you can do to mitigate and have a more positive future. Everyone from the excuse me, the funky academic army will say Frimpong is saying it, Obsidian is saying it, Angry Man is saying it, BGS is saying it, Mr. Z is saying it, Charles Faulkner Jr. is saying it, Ed is saying it, our new style is saying it, name them. Huh? This is what we're saying on the XY chromosome side of the game. The XX chromosome side of the game said, hey, we can't be white women, so F it to hell. Because going going to college and university and having children in wedlock and marrying the men and getting on his program doesn't guarantee us rich elite white women's life. Damn it to hell. Burn it to hell. Freestyle. Do whatever you want. Huh?
I am out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
Huh? Wow. Oh, I gotta read this one now. And a Southern Purchase says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And a Southern Purchase said, well, I said a Southern Purchase says, my sister told me that her and her bestie overheard their white coworker watching that clip in the break room, and at that woman, oh, okay, so watching this clip, they felt embarrassed. Wow. Right? Wow. Of course they should feel embarrassed. This is what Kevin tried to tell y'all, your ethnic image. Huh? So let's be very clear. Black women, because black women refuse to go to war with other black women, as Mr. Z's been saying, there got to be civil war among black women, and it might. Let's not do that, Z. Let's not mess up your channel. Um, Hands and feet, everyone. Hands and feet. We'll say that. Huh? Was it head, knees, and shoulders, till some? How does that song go again? Mr. Z hasn't sung it since I was a kid. Somebody with a toddler knows the song. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. There we go. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Huh? We'll just say that. Dear ladies, there got to be a war. Dear black women, there has to be a war. There has to be a civil war amongst black women, because these other black women, this is what they're doing to your image. And guess what the white women got to say?
The black kings get divorced, and then what happens? They're like, F it. We're moving on. Snow bunnies are going to clean me right out. So the snow bunnies get on top of things, and they mix, and they have this beautiful baby, and the process continues. So I do find that black kings often go to black queens first, and then they're like, snow bunny time. They'll either divorce them, dump them, and then move on. Swiftly move on. And they'll feel all cleansed, you know? Right.
They feel
Anyway,
cleansed.
on that note, do you like my nails? They're very Christmassy. It's almost Christmas. Divorce season's round the corner, which means snow bunnies warm in January. Yes.
Huh? So while Gabrielle Union and this lady, whoever she is, whatever her name is, while they're telling black women do whatever you want, it don't matter. There's no trophy at the end. This white woman waiting for y'all to fumble the bag because she knows y'all gonna fumble the bag. Huh? She knows y'all gonna fumble the bag. And a Southern Purchase is telling you Southern Precious is telling you that the white women are watching y'all on screen. I've seen it before. When Kevin Samuels was alive, oh, excuse me, when he was alive and he would stream, there would be white and Latino dudes in the comments. A couple of Asians in the comments. Dear black women, they heard you. Huh? Rolo Tomasi made mention of reading through the comments on Twitter when Kevin passed, watching black women twerk on Kevin's grave. Those weren't his words, but that was the sentiment. Rolo Tomasi got nothing but white male subscribers. These are the white men that you're supposed to go to. You remember black women? Huh? All those white guys. All the white manosphere, when Kevin passed, they watched y'all twerk on his grave. I gotta say the word. These are not just incel white dudes. Some of these white guys, huh? Some of these white guys are doing pretty well. Some of them are good looking. Some of them are successful. Dear black women, they're watching you. They see you. The excuse me, non-black women and non-black men are watching. To whoever that is on that was on the panel with Anton and Danny Rosario, people are watching. People heard you. Y'all are destroying your image. Absolutely shredding your dear black women. You're shredding your image. This temper tantrum y'all throwing because you're not rich white women. This weirdo form of negative liberty y'all want to practice. You're putting a target on your back for the Vivek Ramaswamis of the world. Huh? You are putting a target on your back. Number one. Number two, the swirler divester escape hatch, you are destroying it yourself. When you try to throw the white man in Kevin Samuels' face, when a few thousand are watching live and how many hundreds of thousands of people are watching after the fact, dear black women, you are destroying your image. Huh? Listen to this lady speak. One of these talky talk broads can't shut up to save her life. Just go and energize a buddy. Just going and going. And going and going. Shout out to all of you that remember Mr. Z doing this. And going and going and going and talking and sassing and going and talking and sassing and not shutting the hell up ever. Wow. Ma'am, your looks might have been a curse. It might have been a curse. It might look, it feel like a blessing. It might have been a curse. Said that Kevin Murray, and Kevin Murray says, and they get louder when they get pushback. Didn't you see that? Huh? But she felt like Anton got at her because he did, rightfully so. And so she just kept on going. You ain't gonna embarrass me, Negro. Because that's what she really was saying. You ain't gonna embarrass me. You ain't gonna make me feel shame for my past. I don't even care. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna ratchet up more. I'm gonna tell you that I don't even know how many people I done slept with. I don't even know my body count. We all been around this type of chick before. If you black, you've been around. If you're black in America, you've been around this type of chick before. Huh? You've been around these before. Every black man in America done been around one of these type of broads before. Mr. Z, you don't even be saying broads. I'm saying it today. Huh? Women like this need to be dismissed instantly.
Bye, Felicia.
The second they start talking. And if they don't want to vacate the space, you vacate the space. Let them know how serious it is that you leave. Thank you. That's what she said, Trell. I forgot half the Negroes out of effed. Wow. Huh? Wow. That was scary. That was frightening to watch because you're like, oh, hey, I love it. This is why Mr. Z says let them talk. As as we're saying, we already know 62% of black women are single. The birth rate in the black community is also going down, right? It's not just white society. The black community in America also, right? Leave these women, as BGS said, leave them on the lot, as Mr. Z and BGS said, send them back to the manufacturer. No black man need to be doing anything with this lady. Leave her for the Latinos and the white dudes to run through. And when they finally kick her off of Mount Whitemanjaro, she could end up with another woman. Princella be waiting for her. Huh? Princella be waiting for her. You can't do nothing with this lady. And once again, Southern Purchase, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Right? Thank you for the super chat. You can't do nothing with her. Mr. Z hesitates to say, and I have an issue saying who's salvageable and not. It gotta be super bad for Mr. Z to say about any other human being that they're not salvageable. Excuse me, in just about anything, right? Because I think we start getting into weird type of language and slow walking ourselves into calling people trash. Y'all notice Mr. Z never really I talk about trash behavior. Mr. Z never really calls anyone trash because I think these are right like slippery slopes, right? You end up slow walking into Auschwitz with that, right? You'll find yourself in a concentration camp. This lady, ooh, talking about testing Mr. Z's discipline. Ho 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 ho. Oh man, right? Talking about testing Mr. Z's discipline. Oh man. I'm jealous. And Calvin says, shout out to us boomers that had real wives to choose from. Huh? Because y'all know Mr. Z is serious with Miss Z, and it's about that time, right? But to be frank with you, if I meet Miss Z, oh man, I would have had anyone I'm dealing with would have been on contract. Because I got outside of D and bubblegum and whatever coins it costs for to get this off, right? I would have nothing for you. Shout out to the Roger Report. I got nothing for you. I would have nothing for you, right? Because it would be just too difficult to find one of them that would.
will respect my authority.
Huh? Wow. And there's a number of them that are on that, right? Compassionate said, Z said, MF's, have a trade clause in their contract. Look, and AJ says contract or lease agreement. That's what it got to be. That's what they are. Look, if the women, and you saw it on that panel a little bit too, if the women decided we going full on um Margaret Thatcher, Ronald Reagan, Milton Friedman, Frederick Hayek, if that's what the women have decided, if that's what black women have decided, and you find black women more physically appealing and attractive, and that's what gets you off, then yeah, it'd be nothing but contract. If the women have decided that situationships, relationships, intimacy needs to be something that has a dollar amount attached to it, then fine. Then if that's what we go in, if that's where we're going, this would be a perfect time to play that goddamn Riley clip when he was speaking to Huey about why am I paying them? I need to pay. Why pay the restaurant? I should give her money, and that 304 could go buy groceries. This is what, and see, I messed up because I thought about getting the clip and I didn't, and this would be a perfect time to play it, huh? But that's what it is. If the women have decided that they worship at the altar of Milton Friedman, then fine then, huh? Then fine then. We heard you, ladies, huh? And Chef Butter Biscuit says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Chef Butter Biscuit says, they complain about men only wanting to F on them, smash, and that's it. My ex even complained about this after we broke up. It's just your turn, gents. Bro. First, not true. Black men are the R&B guys. Black men are the boys to men bended knee guys. No? Black men are the Drew Hill never make a promise guys. That's who black men are. Huh? Black men are the James Brown, it's a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman. You heard what James Brown, a black man, said that. That's who black men are. Huh? Black men are Stevie Wonder, I was made to love you. And who else said that? Gerald Levert, I was made to love you guys. That's who black men are. Huh? That's just your ex was just another black woman that's trying to do the whole. Did they just see me as a sex object? Huh? Of course, of course, black women say that, and to them I say,
Bye, Felicia.
huh? And okay, fine. Even if we were to take their argument, okay, Chef Butter Biscuits, let's go with it. And once again, Chef Butter Biscuits says they complain about men only wanting to F on them, smash, and that's it. My ex even complained about this after we broke up. It's just your turn, gents. Let's say the ladies were right. Dear women, if you sound like this lady that BGS covered, that was on the panel with Anton and Danny Rosario, if you sound like that lady, why wouldn't we just want to F on you? What else would we be able to do with you? Build a family? what else could we do with you? Build a nuclear family? Teach our kids? Raise children in a family in the same house under the same roof? Yeah, about that. Huh? Ladies, if you sound like this lady, what can we do with you but F on you? What other purpose do you serve? God damn, Z, you don't even be speaking like that. I know. Huh? No wonder you can't count the bodies, ma'am, because the men that met you properly, accurately, because clearly you're gonna tell us, oh, I'm the one who dismissed them. Okay, whatever. You got to tell yourself to go to sleep at night. Nice story, bro. But ma'am, I would argue the men met you and knew what purpose you served. Oops. Huh? Uh-oh. No wonder you can't count the bodies, ma'am. No wonder you're telling other women to follow in your footsteps. By the way, there's this thing with women, especially black women, but women in general, where they know the men are dipping off. They know the men are grabbing their parachutes and jumping off the plane. This is where passport bros comes in. This is where with passport white dudes. This is where SYSBM comes in and all of that. Even SYSB, or well, I guess SYSWM. That's where they come in. The women know this. Black women in specific know this, and so they try to poison everything. Huh? In other words, what they're telling us is, I'm inevitable. There will be no escape. Cue up Thanos. Huh? That's what they try to do. Oh boy. And once again, Chef Butterbixes, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And you also get right. Oh man. Exactly, Trell. Scorch earth. Scorch earth, burn everything, leave nothing, ashes. So let me get this right, ladies. You're supposed to be able to freestyle. You're supposed to be able to divorce perfectly good men, right? Break up perfectly good families, do whatever you want, freestyle however you want, have children in wedlock, have children out of wedlock, have children in wedlock and divorce the man for no good reason, right? Speak to men any kind of way, dress any kind of way, comport yourself any kind of way, and then still be guaranteed a paymaster man that protects, provides, and shuts up. You imagine? Particularly a paymaster black man that protects, provides, and shuts up. Huh? Wow. Saint Cyr says, exactly, Z. Now with that known, sign the paperwork. Right? Oh man. Wow. So the lady just say, hey, she's living life however she wants to. Forget what everyone else is saying, how we saying it, what we doing. It doesn't matter what black men think. It doesn't matter what Anton was telling her. She does what she
I'm out of
wants.
control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
And the reason why this clip, and especially the I do what I want, look at Cartman's demeanor. If y'all know where this originally came from, y'all notice that if 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 they made sure not to put any black characters, they're imitating black women. I know it's the bad baby thing. I know what they're trying to imitate, or what they pretended like they were trying to imitate. No, they imitating black women, right? Look at the head rolling. Let me play it again for
I'm
y'all.
out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
Huh? And he starts it off with, "I'm out of control. I am out of control." Huh? I am out of control. I do what I want. Dear black women, right?
Message.
Huh? Thank you, Dell. It's South Park, and they know what they're doing. Huh? And if you continue to watch the well, I had to clip it in, and Mr. Z is still trying to figure out where the line is for copyright infringement. So this might get strike. So like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. But we still trying to figure out where that line is for copyright infringement, right? And we haven't hit that yet. I think we got demonetized for one of the clips, but it was for the song in the background, right? So it wasn't even for the video clip. So there's that. But if you watch the full episode, or even the clip that they have on the South Park channel, there was no black people in the audience, which lets you know they are talking about black people, black women. Huh? Oh, so Revelon says this was an old South Park episode, like early 2000s, so it was before Bad Baby. Oh, that makes it even worse. So they really definitely were talking about black women. Oh, so they really were talking about black women. Uh-oh. Huh? Okay. All right, and thank you for that, Passport OG. And Passport OG said, if you worry about copyright, flip the video. That helps. Okay. Thank you. Huh? And Chef Butter Biscuit says, and thank you for the super chat, Chef Butter Biscuits. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat, Chef Butter Biscuits. I don't know why I say Chef. Chef Butter Biscuit says, nah, she's a sewer matriarch, bro. It's bad. For all of you who excuse me, for all of you who didn't get a chance to check out BGS's stream from earlier today or earlier tonight, please check it out. Link is in the description box, right? I'll also have a link from um the brother JT Money, right? South Florida native. Um 304 problems ain't no problems, right? 304 problems ain't no problems. Huh? Wow. Huh? Exactly. Passport OG. Sewer matriarch. I would say sewer gynocrat, but yeah. Black men are disposable to this lady. Black men are disposable. You hear it, you see it in the way she moved, the way she's speaking to Anton. Black men are disposable to her. Whatever man sign up, y'all look, women like this, I'm not so astonished by. It's the brothers that sign up to be with them anyway. You hear the way she sound, and you still want to give D to her. All right. Huh? Proceed at your own peril. She already told you she ain't gonna respect your authority.
You will respect my authority.
Huh? So you're subject to whatever she want to do, whenever she want to do it. Have fun with that. Huh? Have fun with that. Once again, Chef Butter Biscuits, thank you for the super chat. Nah, she's a sewer matriarch. Jeez. And for that, you get one of these.
Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
Huh? Wow. Like I said, I was listening to this, and one of these talky talk broads, there's no off button. Shout out to all the people who speak about black men like we want some one to one imitation of like the worst, most pernicious white patriarchal family and community formation. No, we just don't want to be attached to women like this. We don't want to be in a relationship with women like this. We would rather the black community stop attempting to shame black men onto taking on women like this, attempting to make women like this into quote unquote honest women. You can't do nothing with a woman like this except leave her out there for the white man to pick up or for another woman, huh? Wow. You can't do nothing with her, huh? Wow. Send her back to the manufacturer, huh? Y'all gives you a second, y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I heard that correctly. This was really just about her protecting her ego, protecting however she might have moved in the past, protecting her body count, and essentially telling Anton and other black men, "You will not shame me." As a matter of fact, I'll lean even further in. Oh, these are the negative stereotypes. These are what women's this is what lowers women's value. I'm gonna lean into it more, and what y'all gonna do about it? Oops. That's what she just said. Her whole demeanor was that. Huh? Recall, the conversation went in this direction because of what Randy Rosario said about the nerdy brothers that might have not been getting all the attention, pretty much giving the women the same energy that they gave these young men in high school. Once again, Mr. Z says it wasn't high school, more like college and a little bit after college, but okay, fine. See, whoever that lady is, she's flowing off of looks and it's going to be her curse. It's a curse already. Huh? The problem is not enough of you brothers are hitting her with this energy.
Bye, Felicia.
Because of the way she looks. Not enough of you are hitting her with that energy. She should not feel welcomed. Once again, because of the way she looks. Huh? That lady is what that lady is what some of us are running into. Some of us have run into in the dating world. She really does speak about black men like they're ants. It really is, what can you do for me? Huh?
They are ants, Michael. They are ants.
Huh? And it's all, once again, because of the way this lady looks. Right? And yeah, we have a Dr. Thunder sighting. What's going on, Doc? Right? So, look, I definitely want to cover this. As I said, I had other intentions. We were going to cover Dr. Richard Reeves, right? But no, BGS over here triggering people. Huh? Because you can't do nothing with this chick. And as Chef, but was that Chef Butter Biscuit or was that Southern Purchase? Chef Butter Biscuit said earlier, if the fear for women like this is that men just want to F on them, lady, have you heard or seen yourself? What other purpose do you serve? Right? And we'll pause right here. Electrician 480. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And he says, "Salute, Z. Salute, brother. Salute." Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat, and for that, when you get one of these, if Mr. Z could find it, that would be great. You get one of these. Yeah. Z's Garage, y'all. Z's Garage. Follow the theme. Follow the theme. Follow the theme. There we go. Almost made that into one word. So this is the lady that some of you are running into. Let them talk, as Mr. Z says. These women are hyper exposing themselves. You know, we've been speaking about this in barbershops for decades. And this largely went ignored. What black men were speaking about in relationship to black women either got minimized or got ignored. And shout out to Passport OG, or we were lectured to by the Dr. Umar types telling us we're low key deserving, high key, deserving of this. And what was implied or suggested, rarely said, was that because of transatlantic slavery, right? Because of what black men have had to go through and what black women may have had to go through, black men are deserving of black women's disrespect, of being commodified not just by racist white society, but by black women also. This was sometimes said, more oftentimes implied and suggested. And the beauty of social media and the internet, and the internet democratizing the town square, and women's insatiable appetite for attention, is that a number of the ladies are talking for themselves now. And because this production value may have come down in cost and may be more accessible because of streaming platforms like YouTube. The women are speaking unfiltered, and many of them, possibly not all, debatable whether it's most or not, but at least a sizable minority of women, namely black women, sound like this lady. And it has made the job of the Dr. Umar Johnsons and the FD signifiers and the foreign man in the foreign land, even the Louis Farrakhan's of the world, the Minister Farrakhan's of the world, it has made their life a bit more difficult. Because it's real difficult, the Steve Harveys of the world, the DL Hugleys of the world, it's real difficult to keep on lecturing black men when women like this are running around. So what you have to do is completely ignore this. See, DL is ignore. You think DL doesn't know about this? DL Hughley, you think he don't know? You think Steve Harvey doesn't know about this? Huh? We know FD knows. He said it as much. We know he knows about these type of videos. We know he knows that the women sound like this. Steve Harvey knows. But we're talking about these type of videos that circulate the internet and that might go viral. You think they don't know? They ignore it. They minimize it. And then when they come amongst us or when they're being interviewed, right? You think Tyler Perry doesn't know? That's why Tyler Perry made mention of this when he was on that interview on the couch. He lightly told the women, hey, y'all sounding crazy. He lightly told black women, hey, by the way, y'all sounding crazy. And how did black women respond? They started speaking about his sexuality. Everybody know what Tyler Perry is on. Stop it. Everyone knows what Tyler Perry is on. We don't make mention of it often. And the ladies were the ones that didn't want to speak about it up until he told them, by the way, y'all sound crazy. Then they want to speak about his sexuality. There we go. Huh? And the dustiest of Ronins, hysterical, says, Derek Jackson, damn, that all that worked out. Good thing I got out when I did. Derek Jackson also knows. All these people know, they ignore it. See, we've always known that women like this existed in the black community. We've known that women like this existed, period. The question was how many, and is this fringe and extreme? The question wasn't whether women like this existed. Everybody would agree with that. Everyone. It's how many and how fringe and how extreme. And are we hyper focusing on these women just to be little sexist, misogynistic, misogynoirist trolls? Huh? It's seeming like it's not that rare. It's seeming like you can find plenty of them, actually. Oops. Huh? Can't tell you what it is, but I could tell you what it looked like. Shout out to Jeff Brown. Huh? A, a woman who speaks about men like they're ants, like they're disposable. She speaks about her own body, this temple, right? She speaks about this thing that we operate. If you're lucky, you get a century out of it. If you're lucky. This thing that we operate, she speaks about it like it's nothing. And her shell is a more appealing shell. And she speaks about it like it's nothing. She told you, hey, this just what she said, go get baptized. In other words, just collect all the bodies in the world, right? Just collect all the bodies in the world. Let the men pogo stick up and down you. Use you as a human trampoline. It doesn't matter, right? That's how she's speaking. Huh?
He went on the roof.
Let the men do that to your esophagus. It doesn't matter. But just lose count of the bodies. And we know that there are a number of women in the black community that think like this and speak like this. And the more you tell them, hey, this is not conducive to family, F them kids. Oops. Don't worry, that clip's coming soon too. Huh? When we tell them, hey, this is not even good for your future, this is not going to pan out. They go off with a one or two examples out of a million of a woman that got lucky. Once again, the Sierra prayer, right? The Eve two step. Huh? The Sierra prayer or the Eve two step. I'm going to come up with a better title than the Eve two step. The Eve escape plan. Huh? They look at those two as like, it's possible. Okay, all right then. Huh? Wow. And once again, Electrician 480, thank you for the super chat. So, as I said, the Dr. Umar Johnsons, the Steve Harveys, they see these videos, especially the Dr. Umar Johnsons. They see these videos. They know the ladies sound like this. They tell themselves that is fringe and they could still maybe do something with her. Fine. Dr. Umar Johnson is a different mission than Mr. Z is. Cool. I say to the young men, you can do nothing with her. Dear young black men, leave her out there. When women sound like this, when black women sound like this, leave them for the white guys. Huh? Leave them for the white guys. Right? Compassion over here being let just y'all know there are brothers in the black manosphere. Once again, that when they say not every hero wants a cape, not every superhero wants a cape, there are brothers. eh, Shout out to LAR, shout out to Compassion and Callous, shout out to the Roger Report. These brothers keep Mr. Z informed. LAR, shout out to LAR. I'm gonna expose LAR a little bit. LAR will send me stuff rage baity like a hell, right? All type of foolishness, right? Compassionate will make suggestions. Shout out to to Compassionate Callous. The Roger Report, who I see as an older brother in this space, definitely same thing. Huh? Thank you, Dell. Liberated into madness. Shout out to Black Uru. Liberated into madness. Right? And once again, I got to read this one more again because I think it's so fitting. And Southern Purchase says, my sister told me that her and her bestie overheard their white coworker watching that clip in the break room and laughing at it, laughing at that woman. They felt embarrassed. Dear black women, Kevin said it to y'all years ago. Your ethnic image, number one. Mr. Z is telling y'all now, y'all gonna have to go to war. I'm telling y'all now, you are going, dear ladies, you are going to have to go to war. Say it again, Dale. The world is watching, and the rest of the world owes you nothing. Black men don't owe you anything. But because we're black, there is, in an ideal world, black people would understand and have a community obligation to each other. But the rest of the world doesn't even have the pretense to owe you anything.
You gonna pay what you owe, Santa?
Huh? That's how the rest of the world treats you, black women. Once again, let Riley tell you.
You gonna pay what you owe, Santa?
Huh? But the way black women comport themselves, the way black women comport themselves. So, as Southern Purchase said, your sister's watching that, her bestie, well, your sister's watching the white woman watching that. Your sister's bestie is watching the white woman watching that and laughing at it. Huh? Dear black women, if you understand, maybe y'all ego is so y'all ego is Jupiter. It's really like fragile, if we're gonna be honest. Really, you're pretending. Really, y'all, really, y'all are insecure, fragile little children who are scared and mad that you're not rich and white women. Really, that's what it is. It's a full bravado. Let's be very clear. It's a full bravado. That lady also on the stage with Anton and Rosie Rosario Z. Could you get it out? It's full bravado. We understand this, by the way. But if they want to play, we can play along. Fine. Your ego is the size of Jupiter. Landon, you see what I did there? You see what I did there? Thank you. Landon says Jupiter is a gas giant. And when we fill somebody up with a bunch of BS, what do we say? When somebody overly encourages someone, what do we say in the hood? You gassing them up. When we encourage somebody to go get into a fight, what do we say? Uh-oh. You see what I did there, Landon? Thank you. Huh? Well, that's the other thing. No substance. I wasn't even going in that direction, but that applies too. Huh? There's something to be said about Pluto because of how far away from the sun it is, and that it's cold as hell, and that it demoted it. I heard they put it back as a planet, but it got demoted. At one point, it got demoted. There's something to say about Pluto, and Kevin Murray says ego like Jupiter, but in reality, they are Pluto. Uh-oh. Right. But continuing, your ego, the size of Jupiter, is much of the reason why you're in the position you're in. If you, and that's what I was saying earlier, if you were to appreciate and understand, as you ladies say, the European beauty standard, and that for the most part, it's black men that find black women attractive and appealing. And even if non-black men did find black women attractive and appealing, to ask and demand of them to risk family, to risk whatever assets that was supposed to be handed down to them, to be in relationship with you is asking a bit much. If black women were to understand that, shouldn't and wouldn't they, or wouldn't and shouldn't they hold on to black men for dear life? This goes back to what Mr. Z is saying about ego. You have to have the ego of the size of the sun, forget Jupiter, to give black men the middle finger and to attempt to go through this environment, which is becoming increasingly harsh, to think you're going to go through this environment by yourself. All because you don't want to.
will respect my authority.
You don't want to respect black men's authority. Huh? Because you don't want to respect black men's authority. Because you're on
Out
this.
of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
Huh? You would think you would take care to make sure to stay on black men's program. Get on a black man's program and stay there. Huh? But no, you're not. And so, Chef Butter Biscuits, or was that Southern Purchase? That was Southern Purchase. My apologies. Southern Purchase, sister, and the sister's bestie are they're watching the white woman watching a black woman act a fool, and the white woman is laughing at it. Huh? The white woman is laughing at it. Because whether she's into black men or not, she knows you ain't going to be competition. Now, with that attitude, oops. You want to know what the white woman is thinking if she's into black men? One of y'all favorite clips, everyone. This is what the white woman is thinking to herself if she's into black men.
The black kings get divorced, and then what happens? They're like, F it. We're moving on. Snow bunnies are going to clean me right out. So the snow bunnies get on top of things and they mix and they have this beautiful baby, and the process continues. So I do find that black kings often go to black queens first, and then they're like, snow bunny time. They'll either divorce them, dump them, and then move on. Swiftly move on. And they'll feel all cleansed, you know? Right. Anyway, on that note, do you like my nails? They're very Christmassy. It's almost Christmas. Divorce season's round the corner, which means snow bunnies warm in January. Yes.
And say that. And Passport OG says that woman is the Grim Reaper. Look, Passport OG, the way black women are speaking and acting, they don't care nothing about that. They're not guarding the gate. They're not guarding the gate and counting every black man every night. They still here? Hey, make your rounds. Make sure every black man is still here. We can't have none of them escaping. Make sure we do. Make sure we do right by them. Make sure we count every head. Haha, giggity, right? Make sure we count every head. Make sure none of them escape. Make sure we do right by them. Feed them nice. Do other things giggity. Huh? But no. Black women left the door open. Black women act as if there's a yard sale, like they're giving us away. They're yard selling us until they realize, oh crap, we done yard sell one of these Negroes and he became a millionaire. Oh crap, we done gave away one of these Negroes for way more than he's worth, or way more than we thought that he was worth. Uh-oh. That's when they feel a certain way. Huh? They're bad. Huh? And Emerald Edge, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. And for the super sticker, you get one of these. If Mr. Z could find it, that'd be great. And here you go.
Yep, I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
Huh? Oh boy. Look, we already did a whole stream practically on this, but this is 100% true. And thank you for the super chat, Oliver the Great. Thank you for the super chat. And Oliver the Great says, Coldest clip. Have to listen a couple times to see how diabolical it is. Cold summer. That white woman. If you really let's do this. If you put this in historical context of race and gender, if you think UK, if you think British, if you think slavery, if you think anti-blackness, if you think white women, if you think white women with white black men, if you put all of that in context, what she's saying, like she is the Grim Reaper, as Paspano G said. She is what was the name? I never knew the name of that character um from Game of Thrones that was leading the Frost people or whatever the hell that what's her name killed in the fight. I never knew the name of the character, but anyway, that white woman is him, right? Like if you really think about what she's saying here about cleansing the black man, about getting on top of things, about having pretty babies, right? About the snow bunny crisis continuing. She's like sniping at Dr. Umar Johnson. She's sniping at black women. She's letting black women know you're fumbling the bag. And I'm not, I've said this before, right? But I'm not even gonna fight you for your man. The first round, you got him the first round. Thank you. The leader of the White Walkers. What was his name? Huh? The Night King. Thank you, a split Jim. A split Jim know what I was saying. The Night King. There you go. These are the Night Queens. That's what we can call this lady from now on. Thank you, y'all. That's what we calling her, the Night Queen. That's what she is. Thank you, a split Jim. That's what she is. She is the Night Queen. Because if you think about what she's saying, and we're still on topic, when you consider what that lady said on the panel with Anton, and then you hear what this white woman is saying, she's admitting she knows you're gonna fumble it, and this black woman on stage said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fumble that." This woman on the panel told you she left a high earning man. She told you she can't count the bodies, huh? That's what this woman on the panel said. The white woman says to you, right? British white woman, from what we could tell, she says to you, "Hey, I already know the black men are they're gonna go to the black women first. I already know that. I'm not even fighting black women for black men first round. I'll wait until after she divorces." Huh? And I'll get on top of things. Oh boy. Have pretty babies. Yikes. Huh? Cleanse him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Huh? And this goes right into what Southern Purchase is saying in this comment. And thank you for the super chat, Southern Purchase. Thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Southern Purchase says, we was more shocked because we ain't no Becks watch black YouTube. It hits different when a little Karen is laughing at us. Her text verbatim. Wow. Let's say that again. Okay. We were shocked because we ain't know Becky. Okay, so we didn't know Becky watch black YouTube. It hits different when a little Karen, so a white woman, is laughing at us. Her text verbatim. Oh, and did Kevin Samuels not tell y'all? Did Z not tell y'all? Did BGS not tell y'all? Did Obsidian not tell y'all? Did Angry Man not tell y'all? Name the person in the Black Manosphere who hasn't said it, and we were all right.
He's right, you know.
Did Dr. Thunder not tell y'all? Dr. T not tell y'all? Did Dr. Green Gorilla not tell y'all? Did Dr. Ronald Neal not tell y'all? Did Dr. Dunbar not tell y'all? Name them. All the PhD done said it. Toya comes up on our panels occasionally. Did Toya not tell y'all? Even other women tried to tell you. Huh? As much as we disagree with the women from the breakdown sometimes, did they not tell y'all? People are watching. Non-black women are watching, and they realize that there's no guard at the gate, and they are Mr. Z say it one more again. Dear black women, you cannot make up for the black men that end up with non-black women. You gonna be out here with your rose toy. Mr. Z already did the math. There's not enough same-sex loving non-black women. There's not enough non-black men willing to risk the family, whatever the hell, or that just find black women attractive enough not to just pipe, but to be in a relationship with. There's not enough. Huh? It's that simple. Everyone's been saying to you your ethnic image in some shape or form. Everyone in their own way, in their own language, has been telling you, ladies, listen, do you realize what you're doing to yourself and to your image? Huh? And all you ladies have said to us is middle finger. Middle finger. Right? That's all you ladies have said. All you've done and said is,
I'm out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
that's what you've said. Wow. And so it really only hits and it matters because the white women see how you're speaking about your relationship with black men, and they're laughing at it. Let's be very clear, they're laughing because they know you ain't no real competition for Brad. And now what you're telling them is you're no competition for Tyrone and Jermaine either. Huh? You want to know what our interracial marriage rate for black men? So for black men that are married in recent years, the interracial marriage rate went up to 24-ish%. Huh? And I want y'all to recall, even um which one was it from the breakdown of women's perspective that told you it's the mind you, that's a black woman that tell you, oh no, it's the women, non-black women that are getting at black men. Let's say that slow again. Dear black women, while you got your nose in the air and you giving black men the middle finger, non-black women are the ones who are flirting with not with black men. Let's be very clear. I know you're gonna go find some crazy case of a brother chasing after the white girl or the Latina, but be very clear: the Latina and the white women are the ones, as Miss Nightwalker or Miss Night Queen, better yet, as she has said to you very clearly, as she has expressed. And Southern Purchase, once again, thank you for the super chat, and Oliver the Great, thank you for the super chat, and both of y'all get one of these. Huh? Wow. And the Split Gym says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. A Split Gym says, light skinned, quote unquote, pretty females leading the women astray these last couple of cycles. Ebony K Joy Taylor, Melissa Ford, Kamala Harris, this chick. Am I tripping? No, brother. No. It's light skin, dark skin. It's black women. Because remember, we got Gabrielle Union. We got a number of darker skinned black women that's on that same type of time. Chrissy. We got a number of. Look, it's not a skin tone thing. It's a black woman thing. It's their concepts of freedom and negative, which we call negative liberty, because that's the more accurate definition. But it's their concepts of freedom. It's their concepts of liberation. It's their concepts. It's them. It's their idea of femininity. Huh? It's their ideas of what a relationship should be, and it really is you serve, you protect, provide, and shut up, and you respect their authority.
You will respect my authority.
Huh? Because they see you as ants.
They are ants, Michael. They are ants.
Huh? You're not tripping. No, you're not tripping to split Jim. You're not. And these are the women that tend to be a bit more sought after, maybe. And they're telling you the same thing that the women who are not so sought after are saying. Because they see you the same way. The only issue the women that are not so sought after have is that they're not so sought after. They don't get the chance to abuse you the way the more attractive women do. Goddamn. If Mr. Z gonna say it, if we just gonna say it flat, there you go. The real issue is I wish I had more of a collection of men, black men, that I can wage war with, right? That I can use and abuse. It's not fair, right? It's not fair that I don't get to use and abuse the men the way the attractive women do, right? That's not fair.
That's not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. That's not.
Huh? That's what they're on. That's what the not so attractive women are on. But either way, no, Split Jim, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. It's not a figment of your imagination. They are who we thought they were. Huh? They are who we thought they were. Exactly, Split Jim. Yeah, the 300-pounder talky talk too, bro. That talky talk thing that keep on going, keep on going. You say one thing and because now it's about defending my ego, right? So where we as black men, we speak to the young brothers and we say, hey, don't follow in my footsteps. I messed up here, here, and here. I could have did right by this one. I didn't, right? I messed up here, here, and here. Whatever you do, do not follow in my footsteps with this, this, and this, right? Where we're saying that to the younger men, this lady is telling the younger women complete opposite. Do what you want to do. Huh? Because there's no guarantees, because I have to be an adult and there's no guarantees. Do whatever you want to do. Huh? Give these men your ass to kiss. Do whatever you want to do with it, whoever you want to do it with. Huh?
I am out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
Huh? So no, Split Jim, it's not a figment of your imagination, brother. It's not a figment of your imagination at all. That's what the ladies are on, right? And for that, you get one of these. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to cover this, you guys. Shout out to BGS Immore. You know, As per usual, BGS goes into even more detail. Um, and he played the actual whole thing, and we got to see that maybe see this is the thing. What Randy Rosario said was bad enough. That was egregious what she said. Essentially, you nerds who didn't get the chicks back in the day, y'all are being petty for not taking them on later on in life. Is essentially her sentiment, right? That's the message. That was bad enough. That was egregious. This lady is even worse. Huh? Because even though technically Rosario seems to be the host, she is the host, she's still a slow up when Anton speaks. She might loud talk Anton here and there and sass him here and there. There's levels to this, yo. Yes, there are levels to hell. Yes. Um, but she'll slow up. This lady, on the other hand, sitting all the way at the end, just couldn't stop. One of these talky talk broads. Just keep going. Huh? Because you don't hear me. You can't shame me. Okay, lady. All right, whatever. Huh? Cool story, bro. That's coming too, y'all. The cool story, bro. So we'll end it right there, y'all. Mr. Z ain't gonna keep y'all too long. We just want to cover this today, right? I had plans on covering something completely different, but that's gonna have to wait, huh? I wanted to talk about something a bit more serious and use Dr. Richard Reeves and the collection he has. Well, the data that he well, I don't know why Mr. Z wants to say collection. The data that he's collected. There we go. Working for the Brookings Institute, so we could kind of reiterate something we spoke about a little over a year ago now. Um, but no, BGS bought us this, and actually, what Randy Rosario said earlier in the conversation once again was bad. This was even worse. This lady is the worst. Excuse me. Right. So on that note, everyone, let Mr. Z go. We'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Shout out to y'all for listening in. Shout out to BGS for the coverage. Oh boy, it's even worse. It's even worse. They are who we thought they were. Jeez. They are who we thought they
He's
were.
right, you know.
Huh? And that lady was not embarrassed talking.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So, all right, y'all. Mr. Z's out. Mr. Z out. Y'all have a great rest of your night. So we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content for the love of God. And Mr. Z out. All right, y'all.